the next assessment, admission assessment adult. Click now, and then we'll click document. Open it up big. So this is what many people call the head to toe assessment. You'll notice that you have 1, 2, 3, there's a couple more down here, smoking status, several asterisks, that's 5 total I counted. And these of course are going to be lines that are required in order for you to save the document. So we'll go ahead and jump in there. Present care says alone, health agency and hospice agency, home health are both none. The sheet doesn't show an ISO precaution. We're going to go ahead and go with standard universal. Spiritual assessment, they have Baptist. Support system, I believe they have siblings, family, friend. Practices, they have none. And then would you like a visit from chaplain or clergy? They put no. I'm going to leave this resuscitation status blank. It's full code, but I'm going to leave it blank just to show that when we save, it will not let us go forward. So that's going to be like a little test. For advanced directives, everything is no. Organ and tissue donor here is both no. Smoking status, current everyday smoker. Exposed secondhand, yes. Past 12 months, yes. Chew dip, no. Given counseling, yes. So now we come to the actual review of systems. And you'll notice that yes, no is here, and then you have the norms statement. Alert and oriented person, place and time, behavior appropriate to situations, Perla, active range of motion, all extremities with symmetry of strength, no paresthesis, verbalization clear, spontaneous response, swallowing without coughing or choking, and speech clear. So in order for us to answer yes, all of these things have to be true. If we do answer yes, notice the green little highlight box jumped down to cardiovascular, which means if all these things are true, then there's no reason for us to answer any of this other stuff between here and here. If we answer no, however, notice the green jumps to the very next category, and it automatically opens for us to document here. So the directors wanted me just to emphasize, if you're clicking yes, it is perfectly fine to come to this next box and skip all of that. So what do we have here? We have yes for neuro and no for cardiovascular. So you'll notice that when we do click yes, if you hit the space bar, it's going to fill in that yes, and it popped down there. And if you hit the space bar again, it'll just keep going. So if you just space bar, space bar, space bar, it'll take you through this thing pretty quickly, if of course each system is actually a yes. But for cardiovascular, we have no. So we'll go ahead and continue to chart this. And it looks like the reason they put no is because the patient has a murmur. So they did not put rhythm, regular, or irregular. I think I put regular on the box. Regular apical pulse. So we'll go with irregular, just so that will be proof of why we chose no there. So circulation we have to open up, and we'll put no for JVD. So if a pulse is taken for vital signs, etc., you'd have to add a pulse location, which you can click here or here. Drop down, we'll go with left apical, and don't forget to click OK. And so it pops in right here, left apical. That's our site, which will stay as long as you chart on this patient. This category will stay. If anybody else adds a new one, there will be more than one, but this will go up every time. It'll show up every time you document on this flow sheet again. So I'll go ahead and put in a pulse, and we'll go with weak and monitor. So edema on this sheet says generalized, so we'll have to put that as a category, and there it is, generalized. Will it let us do that, or have to do bilateral? Okay, let's just put it. So we've chosen non-pitting, and we'll move on to the respiratory. They have no. It looks like we've got shorter breath as the main reason. So we've got 18 there, no. Whoops, shorter breath. none, normal, regular. Clear, clear, and none. We have to open these up. If you want to, you can go back up to the top and usually there's some pluses up here. You can add, open up all of them at once. Maybe it's that plus. Yeah, that'll open a lot of stuff. But that's sometimes more than you wanted, so auscultation, sputum, clear and clear, and cough none. We could put a comment there if we wanted. GI is a yes. And I just want to put highlight here is the last state of last bowel movement. A lot of people like to chart that. Mode. And you can put more information there if you want. So GU is a yes. Integumentary we have no. Scroll down a little more here. Looks like we have burn documented. And we have to put in a site, which is a right ankle. Sometimes you can type that in, hit enter. We have burn, warm, dry, smooth, turgor tight. Comment, we have old, burn on right forearm. Scabbed over. Looks like we have yes and yes to close it out. And I'm going to space bar that for my yes. And that looks like it's done. So we'll go ahead and click save now. Notice it says missing required fields. So it did take us back to, if you notice, the very top is the one that we missed. So that's nice. And it's highlighted in green. So full code is the one we wanted to choose. And we'll just click save here. Okay, since they're a smoker, it's asking do we want to add cessation counseling as an intervention? Sure, why not? Click OK. We have a done status, and that's the end of that.